Just wanted to take a minute to explain some of the things that are in the November issue of the Mover magazine. This month in November already, and we're almost at the end of the year. I'm not quite sure where that summer went. I hope you all had a good season, by the way, and had plenty of business and made a few quid along the way. I'm sure some of you did. Hope so anyway. This issue is it's dominated actually by the conferences, of course, because there were three major conferences that took place this month, in the beginning of October, actually reported this month. The FEDESSA conference in London, the conference for the self-storage industry, was there. We went along, the Mover magazine went along there to have a look and find out what was going on, and I'm sure that anybody that's interested in or involved in the self-storage industry would be interested to know what's been going on there. Even if you're not, then, and of course, you may be considering it. Take a look. Good organisation, a good event, so take a look at that one. Then of course we had the PAIMA conference and IAM conference in Chicago. PAIMA takes place just before IAM, it's only immediately before, so that all the people that are going to one, that are entitled to go to the other can go. And it's a great formula really, because it means that people can save a lot of money and doubling up on airfares and things. And the PAIMA conference was a very good event this time. It was, it always is, but for some reason I felt this time there was something different going on there. One of the main things I think this time was that the business sessions were very much more targeted towards the needs of the members. In previous years I've always thought they were a little bit sort of inward looking at the running of the organisation itself, whereas this time they were focused very much more on the members and what the members need to know. So congratulations PAIMA on that. I thought that was a very good event and a lot of fun, of course, as well. And PAIMA always have a good time, but it's mixed with some really good business content as well. Of course, that then leads on straight into the IAM conference, which is always as they say, it's a little bit Marmite. People love it, people hate it. Some love to hate it. I choose to really enjoy going to IAM, and thank you very much to Chuck and the team there for inviting me along. But there were some good sessions there. The thing that I always find is a bit of a shame is that everybody is so involved in these one-to-one meetings all the time, where they've got to be chasing the next piece of reciprocation, and they tend not to go to the main meetings, the plenary meetings, and there's so much going on there that I think it's such a shame that people don't. Anyway, I've put a report in the magazine about both conferences, just an overview, giving you a bit of a flavour of what it's like. And in the next month or two, December and January, we'll be expanding that to look at some of the issues that came out from some of those meetings that I know most of you didn't go to. Maybe next year you will, I don't know, but I'll try and bring them to you as best I can, but it's not quite as good as being there yourself. Maybe you could try that next time. Anyway, there were lots of other stories, of course. There's a very good interview that we did with the Freight Transport Association, David Wells. The Freight Transport Association in the UK is probably the one of the two anyway main organisations that really work to help the transport industry. And of course, with all the Brexit nonsense that's been going on forever, then they've had their work cut out. Well, we were to see David Wells, he's the chief exec there, and we did a proper interview with him. He's got a lot of interesting things to say. One of the most interesting things as well is that he was talking about, we were asking him about the removals industry and whether there was a possibility, he thought, that the moving industry had a special case when it comes to clean air zones and limited access to cities. And he really did think that they have. For all the reasons that we know about, and the vehicles don't go very far and they spend most of the time sitting around not going anywhere. And he gave some very good suggestions about how we should pursue that. So do read that story, it's the FTA story. And a couple of other sort of, well, trivial ones if you like, that I thought I'd mention. There's one about food for drivers. And of course, you know, sitting behind the wheel of a truck all day is not the most aerobic activity, and therefore drivers tend not to burn all that much fuel while they're driving. If they get out and start loading trucks, of course they do, but they don't otherwise. And of course, it's very easy for drivers to put on weight and to have health problems. And so there's some guidance there about what they should do. And also a kind of a frivolous thing, really. I think it's a shame we had to do this story, but we've written a story about, we haven't written it, somebody else has written it on your behalf, for all about what to do at the staff party. How to hold a staff party at Christmas time without getting into trouble, and you'll understand what I mean. Read the story. I think it's a shame that it's necessary to do it, but I guess in this day and age it is. Anyway, enjoy reading the magazine. By the way, it was lovely to see you all in Chicago, as many as I did, but lovely to see you all there. And read the magazine, enjoy it, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.